Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're actually going to talk about the untold truth about starting to make money online. I am Paula, Digital Granny, and I love what I do. I am a homeschooling mama. I have 5 kiddos, 3 homeschoolers, 2 adults, and I used to do the dash. If you don't know my story, I will share it in a few minutes. So what I do is I actually walk you through this and I take you in behind, in behind the scenes, which is something that I love to do because I can show you exactly what this is, how I do this, and I do this in 2 hours a day. Now I'm on more than one platform. So starting this off, I'm going to just say this is that we have the framework for when you start, and then you can actually expand. Okay. If you want to expand your business, you can. And so, yes, I love YouTube. So I'm on here and I'm also on TT. Okay. But let's jump right into this. And if you have questions, join me. You can drop drop some comments in the comment section. I'll get there. I am nobody special. I'm just the homeschooling mom. If you want more information, if you're like cruising through, it's Granny's. It's in the description of every single video that I post. And that's how you get started. That's how you get more information. So I would invite you to do that. I'm going to screen share this morning. I'm going to show you inside of Granny's what it is. This is based on 2 hours. And I'm just going to hold on a second. I'm going to walk you through what is the 2-hour workday. I'm going to walk you through how I see 100% profit of numbers like this: 1, 3, 6, and 9. Those are hundreds. A 900 is our number one selling program. We are in the e-learning industry, which is education, which is booming. Okay. So you don't want to miss this. I have been in this space for a year now. I love what I do. I cannot believe my best week was 3.6K. Now, this is crazy because I would have had to work 40 hours a week for 2 months to hit that when I was doing the dash. When I was doing the dash, we were aiming for 1,800 a month. I just had double that in 4 days from 4 customers. So yes, it's real. Yes, it works. I coach people in my own community now, but I also am a part of the main community. So we're part of a main community of 50, what are we at? Almost 54,000 people. But I also have my own community. Okay. So let's just jump into this, and you don't want to miss this because I will walk through this. Let's show you the screen. Let me show you the screen first. Okay. When you go to Granny's, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to see me. You're going to see my little man hiding in the bottom, and you're going to see my granny. So what happens is this is called a landing page or a capture page. These are important. I didn't know what the heck why this was important. When I first saw this from this girl that I purchased from, I was like, I'm not putting my email in there. I don't know what I thought it was, the black hole. And there's a reason why we want to put our emails in. So I eventually, obviously I did, because I wanted the information bad enough, right? And I put my email in there, and you can opt out at any time. You're not stuck in a black hole. It says unsubscribe. Just click on the unsubscribe if you're not interested. So we are building an email list. The founder always talks like this. She will say that email list equals income. So we're not based on one platform. All our eggs are not in one basket, so to speak. Okay. So when you're building an email list, that belongs to you and it doesn't belong to a platform, which is amazing. So this automated system, it starts to work the moment that somebody puts in their email. And then this is the founder. She goes through and answers 90% of your questions. Especially, it's an automated system. So if somebody doesn't see one of my live replays, or maybe they don't join me on a live, maybe they just saw a video and then they saw that video and were able to enter in their email, able to go and get all the information and make a decision. That's how you can get a sale in the middle of the night. because these people have access to my automated system, to my videos, which are on social media out there 24 hours around the clock, right? This fits into your mom life. I just have to look over my shoulder because my son disappeared. And it fits into mom life. It fits into your busy professional life. It fits into my life is busy. I have a nonprofit and I also homeschool my kids and I needed time. So this fits for me and it can fit into your lifestyle. So if you're interested, you click on the pink button and up comes my website. This, you can click right here, go right away into our number one selling program. There are options right here on the green, and there may be plans. It depends on where you are. Okay. So just letting you know that. In the US, there are plans. Outside the US, there may or may not be. Now you can scroll down here. There is lots of information and a lot of video testimonials of six-figure income earners. We have 119 of those, and we have 18 millionaires in South African rands. So that's my website. Let's show you some of the wins. There's a workshop going on right now, but there are some of the wins. This is the community you get to be a part of, 53.8K. So I got 2 leads in my sleep. That's a win. Rochelle, payments while behind my desk. Some people, our goals are different. Some people like their 9 to 5 and want to stay there. So she's like, whether it's 1 or 9, getting payments while sitting at your desk just motivates you even more to work towards the dream. So obviously I think she got a sale. Video growth. Now, these could be spiritual, physical, financial, whatever. Another 9 sale put her at 40,000 10 months into the business, giving God all the glory for the increase. That is awesome. IG, your time, journey, wins and losses, new PDP. What is PDP? 300. That's a 300. 2 $900 dings within 2 hours. So she's like, this business will work on you before it works for you. I really love who I am becoming, and I'm getting more clear about my audience with each sale. Yeah. I mean, you're going to grow. You're going to learn. So they're talking about the number of followers, shouting out legacy Tracy's TT. I don't know why they're doing that. 300 sale, 900 sale. Remember, there's 4 different programs. I really don't promote the 100 because I don't want anybody to have a website built for them with that on it. 900 sale. They made their first 900 sale. That's awesome. Somebody did their first live. Someone pinched me 45,000 Canadian in 7 days. Like what? Because we're promoting high price point in demand. Look, another 1,000. This is somebody in South Africa. If I haven't said it already today, it is a global business opportunity. So there's all kinds of sales. Our number one selling program is that $900 program. This is what saved us. Okay. So let me just blow my screen up for a second. This is what saved this homeschooling mom. And I'm going to share my story with you. November 2022, I suffered a mini stroke and my husband never showed up. It was crickets. There was no text. There was no calls. There was nothing. And I was like, where is he? What is he doing? I knew he was away, supposedly on work 2 hours away. And I was upset, obviously, right? And I found out that the work trip wasn't a work trip. And indeed, he had been living with somebody else. But we don't need to go into that. My children aren't in the room at the moment. And usually I say, I'll let you fill in the blanks. Now, that is what began the work from home struggle, because we're a homeschooling family and I had 4 kids in the house at the time. So 5 of us. I had no income. I was working on my nonprofit and I had no income. So I was blindsided and I didn't know what to do. And I prayed and I asked the Lord to help, like constantly. Started doing the dash, took my beloved black Suburban, was doing the dash, and then the transmission went one day. 2 days before the transmission went and I lost my job in my truck in the same day, I saw this girl on social media. She was talking about this. She talked about God. She talked about homeschooling. And I was like, what is this? And the first time, back up a second. The first time she said God, homeschooling, and making boatloads of money. And I was like, okay, bye. Because I thought, you can't be talking to me. I don't have a degree. I do not have any special skills. And I was like, what am I going to do? And so I passed by it. I thought it was too good to be true. Well, thank God. Thank God she popped back up 2 days later when I actually lost the vehicle. And I was like, what is this? Can I do this from home? Do I need a degree? And do I have to be on a phone? She answered all those questions. And I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's get started. I purchased a program. I purchased the Legacy 2.0, which is the 900. And you may say, wow, that's a lot of money. Or maybe you won't. I didn't look at it like that. I thought it was a lot, but I didn't care. I was at this point where I realized the 9 to 5 wasn't my solution. This is what I realized. One day I felt like God just kind of like dropped into my spirit, like the 9 to 5 wasn't the answer. And I was like, what am I going to do though? Because the 9 to 5 I was doing and I was struggling and the bills were getting piled up. And the 9 to 5 that I was doing, the dash was 15 delivering food, $15 an hour. We figured around 15 an hour. And that's where the struggle was. I was living in the struggle and not getting out of it, not paying the bills, not keeping the needs met, not able to put any money away, to save any money, to do anything, because we were just like this. Anyways, that is when I realized I need to do something drastically different. And she popped up at the exact right time that I needed to see this. It was God. I don't care what anybody says, because it was God. I couldn't have searched for it. I couldn't have looked for it. I wouldn't be able to just type it in and find this. So when she presented this, I was like, wow, okay, now what? I don't have money to start. So I prayed about that and God provided a way that I didn't see coming. I purchased the $900 program and then I started this. It was a Monday. Monday I purchased, Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I started posting. And now I can celebrate. My best week was 3.6K. I love that. I can't believe that. And now I get to share this. Actually, I think I could probably pull it up in here. I love what I do and I love who this is for. Okay. So let me show this again. Okay. So I put 900 in Sleepy Money. I used to not share a lot of my wins, which was a mistake. I had never done this before. I didn't know that I was supposed to be sharing my wins. So I'll see if I can find there it is. Okay. I don't share all my wins in the community. I don't do that. But I do like to share them because I can screenshot that and then use that in my content. So I didn't know this right away. But this was my best. I call it a week sometimes in my stuff, because you could look at that and go, what the heck? 3,604 days? Yeah, because I'm promoting a program that's high price point and in demand. So 900 times 4. I had $900 program and 4 people purchased. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and I can't believe this is what I get to do. I look at it like I get to do this. The programs are on a different platform. Whoops. And I can't show you that for a second. So hold on a minute. Let me just sign in. I thought I had signed in, and I'll go back and I will show you this. Let me go back in. There you go. This is Legacy 2.0. Now I have to get my other ones upgraded because I don't know why. Don't know why it didn't get upgraded, but I have what I need anyways. It's okay. So these should be 2.0, but you get all of these and everybody gets bonuses, and the bonuses are awesome. 200 digital product ideas, a 30-day market growth strategy, shows you step by step. Now this is these are trainings. If you wanted to do invisible, faceless, you could. If you wanted to learn about Canva, you could. You don't have to, okay? So inside of here, this is where I would tell you to start. If you're ready to start, and it takes them 24 to 48 hours to let you in, but get started right there. This is where you get started, okay? So it tells you step by step how to get going, okay? I love it. So that is where you would start. Now, let me come back to you, okay? So, yes. Oh, one more thing which I should have shared. I should have do I still have it here? Let me see if I still have it. I try to show you at first, but sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget too. Let me show you this. This is also something you might want to screenshot because we don't guarantee anything. There's no guarantees. It would be silly on our part to guarantee anything. So this right here, you can screenshot, okay? This is an income disclaimer. It basically just means that we're not guaranteeing anything. We can't. That'd be like going to the gym. Hey, would you guarantee me I'm going to get a six pack in like a month? No, that would be silly. So you can screenshot this. I share my testimonials. I share my experiences. And basically it comes down to this. Are you willing to work and are you willing to learn? If you're willing to work and willing to learn, this is a blueprint that I followed that is proven to work. We have got lots of people inside here, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, 18 to 80 plus. There's an 81-year-old man who just made his first 900. That was his first customer, which is awesome, right? So what is this 2-hour breakdown? I'm going to write it down for you. Okay. And if you want to get started, grannies. Okay. Now, what is the 2-hour workday? This enables me to go and do what I want to do in a day. Think about this. I want you to think about this. What are you going to do? Because it doesn't take all day to create content. It doesn't. So you have so much time in the day, 21 hours to go and do what you want to do. What is it that you're not doing that you want to do and you want to get your time back? For me, I wanted my time so I could actually work on my nonprofit and then handle my kids, like do things with my kids, not handle, but the schooling part. We're almost done school. Their last day is Friday because I have them do it till the end of June, and then they have July and August off, which is the hottest. So I'm a Canuck in Texas, and our school year in Canada is like from September to June. So I do the same thing. And so I like to do that. Anyways, but it enables me to homeschool with my kids and to work on my nonprofit and to live, to like enjoy life. Okay. Not be so quick paced, to slow down. So if you're like me and you're like looking for a way to slow down, looking for a way to actually pay down some of that pile that builds, and then you're like looking for the side hustle, looking for a way to actually make money because you're tired. If you're tired of struggling, there is a better way. And I'm going to show you that. And I coach people and help people to get started. I also have my own community, which I didn't show you, which I should. I should show you this. I will in a minute. 3 pieces of content. How do we know what kind of content we're making? In the program, we learn how to share our story, how to share a little bit of a story. If I was to ask you right now, tell me in a sentence or two, who are you and why are you on this live? You would probably tell me, hey, my name is Tammy. I'm from Texas. I'm an empty nester and I'm looking for ways to get out of my 9 to 5. That's why I'm here. Okay, that's great. So that could be your first video. Hey, my name is Tammy. I'm from Texas. I'm looking for a way to get out of my 9 to 5. So I started a business because this would be your business. We make 100% profit. Okay. I'm going to go through this step by step, everything. So you learn how to make the content. The next half hour, we do what is called posting of free ads. In our program, we have 200 high traffic websites. Okay. And we can create a little ad like we were going to sell a pair of shoes or a coat or pants, and then we put our wording into it. So there's an example. Make it your own and then go post on those high traffic websites. What that does is it gets you out there. So you could actually point them back to where your main content is, and it's an excellent way to get more traffic, okay? The last half hour, we respond to comments. That's it. This is it. So you can screenshot this. It is creating content. If you're willing to learn to create content and willing to work, that's the only difference between me and you is I started. So are you ready to start? Are you ready to actually change what you do in life and ready to stop struggling? Because that's it. I didn't bring anything different to the table other than that, not other than just the willingness to learn and willingness to work, because that's all that matters. You just bring that and you can get started. Now, the programs I promote are the 4 programs. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you the community quickly. I like to keep these short because I do walk through this, but I want to show you. Can I show you a picture? There's no picture. Is there a picture? Do I have a picture in here somewhere? Just so you can see what I'm talking about. I do somewhere here. There it is. Okay. I'll just show you this for a quick second. I'll show you this. Where did it go? Oh, I accidentally hit it there. Okay. There it is. Share screen. These are the 4 programs I promote. Okay. So Legacy is 900, Digital Mastery is 600, Passive Daily Pay is 300, and the Launchpad's 100. I do not promote the 100. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't want you to have a website that has 1 program on it. I personally think that's silly. I used to promote it. And then one day I was like, why would I do that? I didn't even do that. I chose against that. So why would I promote something I chose against? I don't promote it anymore. Okay. So I don't suggest it. This is my community that I give you access to for the first month. It is a private paid community. It is small, as you can see. That way I can work with you very closely. And I highly encourage you to join me on Thursdays inside of the mentoring, because I can work with you inside of that Zoom, depending on the number of people there. But that is where I mentor people inside of my own community. I also do kind of like little tips and tricks that I've learned in a year, because I've been doing this for a year and making money online for 10 out of 12 months. Like I said, I have $900 days, $1,800 days. Our number 1 selling program is that 900. It has literally saved us. So what I'm going to do next is stop screen sharing, if I can find my mouse, and I'm going to show you a different way to look at this. Okay. So I have a 9, a 6, a 3, and a 1. Now, I don't promote that one. I am not an affiliate. We are not an affiliate, which means I make 100% profit. All right. Same for you. This is our number 1 selling program. And I can tell you this, the best affordable option, if there's a plan available where you are, is $55. There's a one-time $39 website fee. That is how the company makes money. There's a one-time $39. That's it, one time. This is per month for that number 1 selling program. If you want to see this, you have to purchase that. And the way that works is this. We're not purchasing 4 different programs. Thank God. I love the setup of this. So if you chose this one, then you would have the 6, the 3, and the 1 on your website. If you were like me and you choose the 9, then you'd have the 9, the 6, the 3, and the 1 on your website. I can tell you this, in a year, this has been, that was my first 5 customers. That was my 6th. That was my 7th and my 8th. I love what I do. 95% of my customers are this. I'd probably say it's even higher than that, because I've never once sold this and I have never once sold that. I have sold a handful of those and more of those, like the rest of those. Okay. I've never seen these two, which is crazy to me. And now I don't promote this one because I don't want you to start a website that has one program. That's like, here, are you going to take it or are you going to leave it? People like options. You want options. I needed options, but I wanted a substantial change in my income, which is why I chose this. And I am so grateful. The only regret I have in this is that I didn't start it sooner. I wish I would have found this 2 years ago. When I got blindsided, it would have helped me, but it's okay. It is what it is. I'm glad that I'm in this now. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and I get to do this. And I get to coach and help other people to get started. Um, there's no monthly fees. No monthly fees. And that's crazy to me because you know what we get access to? Every day the founder gives us a video inside the main community. This is made for us, made for beginners. We follow step by step how to get going, but you also have me where I can work closely with you in that very first month to answer your questions. Get in the Zoom with me and ask me your questions. Start creating content right away. You want to see money? You want to change how you live? Start the work right away. Don't sit on a fence. Just get going. The only difference between us is I said yes and I started. That's it. Literally. Yes. And I started. So no monthly fees. I followed this step by step every single day. There's a video in the community that encourages us, gives us direction, keeps us on track. I also post every day in my community. It's more faith-based, but you don't have to be in the faith to be a part of it. That's just my mindset. I build my business based on biblical principles. Okay. So you don't have to do what I do. I'm just saying that's how my community is built. Okay. But be a part of it, get into it. Inside that Zoom meeting, I can help you and I can answer your questions. I want you to quick start. I don't want you sitting on a fence, just kind of lost. Okay. Don't do that. I'm here. Now you can screenshot this. And I want you to think of it this way. It's a business in a box. I purchased the program and it gave me everything that I needed to build a successful business online step by step for a beginner. Inside of here, I learned how to make my community. I didn't do that till this year. Last year, all I did was resell the educational programs. We get what is called master resale rights. You cannot change the price of the programs. You cannot change the name. This is called Legacy 2.0. This is called Digital Mastery, Daily Pay, and this is called Launchpad. Okay? Master resale rights gives us the right to resell educational programs. These educational programs teach you how to build a business, but also I learned in this one how to make my own community and how to do affiliate marketing the smart way. So what I do, I'm an affiliate for two things, and I may be an affiliate for a third, I think maybe soon here. But two, and I drop them in my description on my videos. And every time I upload a video, boom, they're there. I never touch them, never move them. They're right there. Okay. So this is awesome. It's a business in a box. If you are ready, then let's go. I'm here to help you. I give you access to my community. You want to screenshot that in 3, 2, 1. I give you access to my community right away. And the main community takes about 24 to 48 hours to vet you in. So make sure you use a good email. When you go to Granny's, make sure that you do use a good email. And that is how you get started. Okay. That's how you reach me. Granny's right there. It's in the description. It is everywhere. That's how you get started. If you have questions, email me your questions. If you are new to me, drop me a replay in the comments and let me know where you're watching from. I love to hear people watching from different parts of the world. I love it. You can do this anywhere in the world. Guys, if you have questions, let me know. Have a blessed day. Bye.